Turkish dramas aren't just about romance and revenge. Some of them dive deep into the world of mystery, fantasy, and the supernatural, blending emotion with imagination in ways you'd never expect. In 10 Turkish series, with fantasy or supernatural elements that blew minds, 2025 will explore stories where love meets magic, fate bends reality, and the impossible feels breathtakingly real. From ancient curses to parallel worlds, these shows prove that Turkish storytelling can be as bold and mind-bending as any global hit. Each one takes you on a journey filled with wonder, danger, and heart. The visuals are haunting, the emotions are raw, and the twists will leave you speechless. So, if you thought Turkish dramas were only about realism, get ready. These series will make you believe in the unbelievable. On number 10, we have Atiye, The Gift, a breathtaking blend of mythology, mystery, and spirituality. It follows Atiye, a young artist whose destiny is mysteriously connected to an ancient archaeological site. As she searches for answers, the boundaries between dreams, faith, and reality begin to blur. Every episode is steeped in symbolism, stunning visuals, and haunting emotion. The story weaves science, love, and reincarnation into a cinematic puzzle. The direction and pacing feel like an art film, slow, meaningful, and full of questions. It's a rare drama that challenges the mind while touching the soul. Atiye proves that destiny isn't found, it's remembered. On number 9, we have Sahmaran, a mesmerizing fantasy romance inspired by ancient Anatolian legends. Serenay Sarıkaya and Burak Deniz bring to life a story of myth, prophecy, and forbidden love. The series revolves around a young woman who discovers she's part of a mystical serpent lineage, destined to fulfill an ancient prophecy. The cinematography is lush and hypnotic, mixing modern drama with mythical wonder. The visuals of Mardin's landscapes give the story an ethereal aura. Every scene feels drenched in mystery and temptation. It's a story about power, destiny, and love that transcends humanity. Sahmaran is both sensual and spiritual, a fantasy that stays under your skin. On number 8, we have Yüzyillik Mucize, The 100-Year Miracle, a poetic tale about a man who hasn't aged for a century, and the woman who gives his life new meaning. Mixing fantasy and romance, it explores immortality with gentle melancholy. The series shines through its emotional depth and magical realism. Every scene feels like a painting, colorful, quiet, and soulful. It's a love story about time, loneliness, and the courage to live again. The performances are graceful, the writing poetic. It's not about defying death, but embracing life. Yüzyillik Mucize feels like a fairy tale written for adults, tender, emotional, and timeless. On number 7, we have Fatma, psychological thriller with supernatural undertones that keeps you glued till the end. It tells the story of a quiet cleaning lady whose hidden rage turns her into something both terrifying and tragic. As Fatma's world unravels, it's hard to tell whether her actions are human or something darker taking control. The drama's use of silence, lighting, and symbolism creates a surreal, ghostly atmosphere. The writing reflects trauma as both monster and shadow. It's less about horror and more about the haunting nature of grief. A chilling yet deeply human story that lingers long after the screen fades. On number 6, we have Alef, a dark, atmospheric mystery infused with mysticism and Sufi philosophy. Set in Istanbul, it follows two detectives investigating a series of ritualistic murders tied to ancient secrets. The cinematography is stunning. Foggy streets, sacred calligraphy, and moody lighting create an eerie tone. The series dives deep into spirituality, philosophy, and the blurred line between faith and madness. Every clue feels layered with meaning, every silence loaded with tension. The pacing is deliberate, demanding your attention and patience. Alef is more than a crime story. It's an exploration of belief, guilt, and the unseen forces guiding us all. On number 5, we have Hakan, Muhafız, The Protector, Turkey's first major Netflix fantasy series, mixing modern Istanbul with ancient destiny. Hakan, an ordinary young man, discovers he's part of a secret lineage tasked with protecting the city from immortal enemies. The show is packed with mythology, action, and emotional growth. The visuals showcase Istanbul's heritage like never before. Grand, mysterious, full of energy. It's a perfect mix of superhero storytelling and Eastern mysticism. The pacing is fast, the twists thrilling. Hakan Muhafız proves that Turkish fantasy can stand tall on the global stage. Bold, cinematic, and captivating. On number 4, we have Kuzgunun Gölgesi, The Shadow of the Raven, a haunting supernatural drama about vengeance and fate. It follows Kuzgun, a man cursed by betrayal and trapped between the living and the dead. The story unfolds like a Gothic legend, filled with dark forests, whispered secrets, and echoes of lost love. The cinematography is moody and poetic, painting sorrow with beauty. The supernatural elements are subtle yet powerful. They symbolize guilt and destiny rather than spectacle. Each episode peels back a layer of mystery and memory, a perfect choice for fans of atmospheric, emotional storytelling that feels both eerie and elegant. On number 3, we have Gecenin Ucunda. At the end of the night, a mysterious romance laced with spiritual symbolism and fate. The story follows Maxi, a woman drawn into a world of dreams, illusions, and love that feels destined yet dangerous. The show's lighting and tone blur the line between reality and imagination. Each episode feels like stepping into a dream, delicate, slow, and beautiful. The characters move through shadows and emotions that feel almost mystical. The drama's poetic dialogue gives it a surreal quality. It's a love story that feels haunted, where passion becomes prophecy, a hypnotic visual experience worth every minute. On number 2, we have Tahta, The Blackboard, a moving and symbolic story that carries subtle supernatural undertones. It tells of a teacher returning to his hometown, only to confront the ghosts of his past. Both emotional and literal, the drama mixes romance, regret, and rebirth beautifully. Its tone is melancholic, with misty visuals and reflective silence. Each episode feels like a metaphor for memory and forgiveness. The chemistry between the leads adds warmth to the haunting atmosphere. The writing and direction elevate the simplest moments into something spiritual. It's a show that whispers instead of shouts, delicate, emotional, and quietly magical. On number 1, we have Kül Masali, Tale of Ashes, a dark fantasy romance that feels like a gothic fairy tale. The story revolves around passion, betrayal, and rebirth, told through haunting imagery and poetic direction. Every frame looks like a painting: smoky halls, glowing embers, and love that burns too bright to last. The chemistry between the leads is hypnotic, both tragic and irresistible. Its short runtime amplifies every emotion, making each episode feel like a fever dream. The supernatural undertones mirror the characters' inner fire, desire, guilt, and destiny intertwined. Kül Masali is elegant, mysterious, and emotionally explosive, a fantasy that leaves ashes on your heart. And that concludes our list of 10 Turkish series with fantasy or supernatural elements that blew minds. 2025. Each of these shows proves that Turkish storytelling isn't afraid to dream beyond reality, mixing mystery, myth, and emotion into pure art. If you love dramas that challenge your imagination and touch your soul, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more mesmerizing Turkish series every week.